you came to a somatic mystery journey. You've been to one ecstatic dance, and I'm curious if you characterize your experience having, kind of stepped into this pretty freshly.
So by this point, I think I've been to about 5 ecstatic dances.
Awesome.
Somatic Mystery Journey, immediately walking in was made me a little more nervous. I could feel the intimacy. But as I kind of mentioned to you earlier, I feel like there's this whole process of finding the others and trusting the process. And so it was the first time I'd actually come into a dance scared, since I was in 7th grade, basically. You know what I mean? Because it was that same feeling where it's like, oh, am I being judged here? But the closed container aspect of it it's very very rewarding in this way, because I feel like all the energy built with the other participants was really earned, and trust has to be established before fun can really happen. And as soon as, I don't know, so like first coming to ecstatic dance was like, how am I gonna be myself when I don't have because I'm, as a comedian, I want to be funny, and I'm like, I don't know how to do that without my words. But
right.
An hour in, I realized, I was like, oh, you're a loudmouth. Like, you need to shut up sometimes. And but so like having a safe space where I'm allowed to do that, I'm allowed to be loud, but the other people are helping me realize when to dial it back.
Yeah.
And they're reflecting things in myself, because I'll notice where it will make someone else insecure if I'm too eye contact, if I'm too loud. And so knowing when to back off of people, knowing when to engage people, because you'll see somebody be a little nervous and you realize the exchange of energy that happens by when you're sharing basically, and you're inviting them into the group without your words.
Yeah.
And the cacao aspect, that was my first time experiencing cacao in such a way. And I gotta say, I was impressed. It was like I said, I went and bought some the next day. I was like, I need some of this at home. I mean, the whole heart opening, because I've had coffee before dances before, and it just feels so masculine and pushy to where it's trying to dance for me.
Got it.
But with the cacao, it's like it's just helping me unwind a bit. But I feel like, my friend who came with me, as Hannah, who was here, we hadn't known each other 24 hours, and I wouldn't normally invite somebody in on the dance community so soon like that. But I was like, you have something to learn from this. I have something to learn from bringing you into this. And it's cool too, because you can go into something with a romantic intention and then come out of it realizing that I don't want anything unless it's healthy, basically.
Yeah.
And so I feel like this community kind of nurtures that aspect of like, nobody's gonna have fun if somebody's unsure, if somebody's hung up on an ex and they're trying to fulfill something with this in an unhealthy way. It's gonna show, and their energy is gonna be red on their face, basically. And I don't know, I just found a lot more healthy connections through here.
Yeah.
And so to be able to explore intimate, romantic, and or sexual aspects of people in such a safe, comfortable, non-creepy environment, I feel like that's kind of what's missing from our society is, as you'd said before, the Somatic Mystery Journey was that you were made to feel like it was bad of you to have this sexual urges, basically.
To be attracted or...
Yeah, or to feel attractive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so instead of getting hung up on end goals, when you can just be in the moment, because I notice for me, it's being recently single since November for the first time in 10 years, when I was younger, it was all about like, I'd get some attention from somebody and I would put all the eggs in the basket and then I'd get hung up. And then to realize that like you can put an egg in many baskets and all that will ever come of many of those is going to be a platonic friendship, but you're going to be better off for that platonic friendship than you were trying to force something. And then you just burned a bridge spiritually. It's like spiritually that person can't be there for you anymore. You can't be there for them because you've tied up, you've got your body tied up in it in a weird way in your brain. So like, well,
it sounds to me like a preconception, like a trying to make something happen. Like, here's what's going to happen versus like the mystery.
Yes.
What's here? What's the truth of this moment?
Yeah.
And can I let it be what it is?
Yeah. And it manifests.